G'day guys, Chris at the Ultimate Recycler. In a recent video I did on finding treasures at garage sales, I made mention of how good value toolboxes and boxes of shed items are with regards to buying and reselling. Now, one of the secrets to second-hand dealing is to buy in bulk, so even on this scale of just a little box of tools, you can do really well. Now here's a couple I'll do as an example. This blue toolbox here came from a shed clean out I recently did. I haven't had a look in it other than what we're seeing now. This is, if I can get this open, this is all I did when I was quoting, having a quick look. I can see straight away that the tools have got a bit of age to them. They're German made Dowie ones. Doesn't look to be anything outstanding in this lot, but I would have written down about $20 in my quote. So we'll go through that one later and price it out and see how that works out. The other one here, I bought at a garage sale just last weekend. The guy had 40 bucks on it. Again, all I did at the sale, you don't have a lot of time at garage sales, so all I did was flick it open, have a look, see that there's plenty of quantity in there, check the tools as well. That one's Sid Chrome, so there's going to be some good stuff in here. They're not modern day tools at all. So straight away, without mucking around, I would have given the guy, well, I gave the guy $40, and I've now had a longer look that I actually had at the sale, but that $40 I think is well spent. So again, we'll price this one out and see how it comes out. Okay, well, let's start with the blue one. This is the one that came out of the shed lot that I had a quick peek and allowed $20 for. I said I didn't think there was much value in here as far as good quality stuff goes, and I was pretty right. But you know, it's the multiplication effect, so let's see how we go. Scan along here, the back row here, there's not much value at all, just odds and ends, spanners out of toolkits of things, a whole pile of screwdrivers which have all been sort of mutilated and used as chisels and all sorts of things. This one looks like some sort of homemade one. It's the most serious screwdriver you've ever seen. The old tin snips there are a bit rusty, the files aren't much good, an assortment of sockets, no particularly good ones. Mind you, this little extension's handy, I'll keep that, and a couple of adapters, some box spanners or tube spanners, some of them pretty rusty, some old punches. This one's actually solid brass, I think it's called a drift. Scissors are rusty, a couple of nice or handy drill bits. That's a masonry bit, I actually have a use for one of those. Some old lawnmower spark plug spanners. The chisels, the cold chisels aren't bad. That one's a branded one, Australian made, it's got a good point on it. Those tin snips are quite good. The ratchet's a good brand and works fine. Wood chisel's good. So there's some better stuff in the front here. The spanners, there was a range of German ones. There's a Sid Chrome one, a couple of Dowie, some Fuller, which are a good Japanese brand. There's also a couple of Taiwanese cheaper sets. So nothing outstanding, however there's dollars to be made. Say even at a cheap quick sale price, a pair of Fuller spanners $5, a pair of Dowie $5, Sid Chromes $5, there's 15 bucks. Probably group the others in for another 5, there's 20, you got money back. The folding carpenter's rule, it's undamaged, a little bit rough, but I'd still easily get 5 for that. The micrometers, not particularly precise ones, but still get 5 the pair for those, so we're up to 30. The tin snips, these are actually very good ones, they still work well, seem sharp. So might even get 10 for those. I'd certainly get 10 for the chisel. It's got a nice, it's an English one, it's got a nice end, nice sharp blade. Another 10, what are we up to, $30, $40. 3/8 drive ratchet, you know, 5 would be a quick sale and I'd probably get 10. These tin snips are quite good. Get 5 for the good pair of cold chisels. I usually get a couple of dollars each for the spark plug spinners. So I've lost track, but we've got to be well over 50, probably $60. The rest of it I would probably just put back in the toolbox that isn't overly flash, it's lost its handle. but a toolbox full of screwdrivers and odds and ends is easy going to get 10. So we're pushing $60–70 return on really a toolbox that was pretty much, to most people's eyes, full of junk. So that's that one. We'll have a look at the red one and see how we go with our $40 spent. Just before I get on to the contents of the red toolbox, I cleaned up all the items out of the blue one and I've priced them all. These, I think I call these micrometers, they're actually vernier calipers. They cleaned up really well, and I did say $5 the pair, but there's one here, this one is branded West Germany, I think it's a Gloucester brand. That's going to pull $10 on its own. The other one will get $5. I decided to keep the little 10mm ring open ender, it's just a really handy size. And I'm keeping the ratchet too because I'm always looking for them. You know, I have one in each shed, one in the car, so that's a handy one. So even with keeping those couple, the price on those, the rest of it tallied up to almost $100, so that's not bad out of the blue toolbox. Alright, on to the contents of the red one. We paid $40 for this, if you remember. I've sorted it all out. There was nothing outstanding, which is a bit unusual. I normally get some good treasures, but there's still some quality stuff in here. I'll quickly run through them. For a start, the toolbox is actually quite sturdy, solid. It works quite well. I did $20 for that metal toolbox on its own. Along the back there's a lot of no-name spanners and made in India and made in Taiwan and various other ones. A couple have been modified. I'll just bunch all those up. I might put them in groups of 5 or something, or use them to fill another toolbox. Same with the screwdrivers. Nothing outstanding there. The multi-grip or the adjustable pliers are a bit worn. Big pile of Allen keys, almost a complete set of jeweler's screwdrivers. Lots of little drill tip ends, Phillips head, Torx bits. I'll probably throw some of them in my shed because again I misplace them all the time. Some better spanners, bits and pieces here. There's West German, there's I think there's some American ones there. There's a French one from a Renault car, so there's some value in those ones. You know, I could bunch them up, I could sell them at a couple of dollars each, so they're alright. Along the front here we've got a couple of brass fittings and a great heap of Sid chrome ones, which are quite sought after, particularly when we find things like this one, which is a Whitworth size. Anyone doing English cars is always chasing Whitworth spanners. There's a few of those, and some pretty large size ones. I even found a 10-cent piece in the toolbox, and it's amazing what you do find. So I won't run through them, but there's, oh, what is it? I should have counted them up. There's got to be 20–25 spanners there, and Sid chrome ones will average $5 each. So there's probably $100 worth of spanners there without any problems. Certainly the Whitworth ones will get a bit more. There's some nice German side cutters there. They're good quality ones. There's even a battery oscillator switch, another battery clamp, pliers, some Sid chrome sockets there, 1/2-inch drive sockets, a whole tub full of 1/4-inch drive sockets, all different brands, most of them are cheaper ones, then 3/8 drive, and then 1/2-inch drive. Some good extensions, a T-bar, and we've got 5 more ratchets. So, you know, this, I won't tally them all up, but this deal would be, I'd clear $150 pretty easily and still get to keep bits and pieces, more drill bits. So you can see the value in these deals, and this one certainly makes good profit. The last one, the blue one, ended up making good profit even though it looked like junk. You only have to find a rare pocket knife or oh, it's amazing what you find. I found jewellery. I found a small gold nugget in a toolbox once. So even apart from those treasures, you really can't lose. Even the average ones, you're going to 4 or 5 times your money. So look out for them. It's a great way to make a good dollar, and they turn up all the time at garage sales or yard sales. Even at markets I've seen toolboxes, and they're certainly worth grabbing. It's that secret of buying in bulk that'll make you good profits, and it tops up your tools as well. There's always bits and pieces that you need. So hope you enjoyed this one. I'll do some more of these sort of deals with pricing out, and you can follow hopefully learn something from it. Feel free to ask questions. If there's anything in particular you'd like to find out about, I'll do a video for you. So thanks for watching.